Well, what's going on, guys? I am Zach, the Wretched Watchman, and thank you guys for joining me today. I just wanted to put out just a short little, personal. I've done two of these in the past couple months, which is weird because I don't ever do these types of videos. But I just figured it would be fitting for the crazy year that we've had. So I just wanted to put out just a personal little, end of the year wrap up, what to look forward to in 2025. Hopefully, it's the rapture. Not making any predictions, but one can hope, right? That's our blessed hope. But yeah, just what we can look forward to in 2025, at least here in this on this channel, and kind of wrap up what we had going on in 2024. It's definitely been a crazy year, to say the least. I wish I opened up the thesaurus and figured out a better a word, more stronger word than crazy, but it's been a crazy year for many different reasons. Obviously, we see what's going on out in the world, and it's just going ballistic with everything from geopolitical stuff to wars to rumors of wars to technology to the economy to politics and what's going on in the church and different religions and faiths. And I mean, we could just go on and on and on. It's been a crazy year to watch, probably even crazier than the year before. I mean, as we get closer, we should expect to see things get more and more crazy. But at least here on this channel, though, it's been a crazy year here. We've had some ups and downs, to say the least, and it's one of those things where a lot of people have latched onto my channel even harder because of different things going on in the past year. There's been a lot of people who have left my channel because of things going on in this past year. So it's been ups and downs of what's going on. But ultimately, and I stand by this, I believe that God is absolutely leading this channel. I believe that God is leading with what's going on. I'm doing my best to listen to him. I'm terrible at listening. Usually whenever I pray for God to lead me, I say, make it as obvious as a elephant standing right in front of me wearing a pink tutu. Just hit me over the head with a baseball bat. Make sure that I see what's going on. But there's been some events. I'm not going to go into all the details and stuff like that. If you've been around my channel, you know. There's been some events that basically I went where the Lord told me to go, and I stuck by that. And I have no regrets for doing so, because I believe that's exactly what the Lord wanted me to do. But it's been a crazy year. And if you're sticking around, if you're still here, definitely appreciate you being here. And I'm looking forward to, fellowshipping with you in 2025. Just a little personal thing. I can say that I've definitely learned a lot personally. I've learned a lot from, again, not only just the research that I've done, but also the interactions with you guys, interactions with different pastors and other teachers and stuff like that. But I've also learned a lot from the experiences, the events of what happened and whatnot. And again, I stand by. I think the Lord is leading me. He's trying to make me grow and all those types of things. So again, yeah, I've learned some stuff about myself, but then I've also learned some stuff that was very difficult, but I believe absolutely necessary. And hopefully, again, maybe not in the same way that I learn things. Hopefully, you guys learn some stuff here too. Hopefully, the Lord brought you to this channel to learn some things and whatnot. So if I can contribute to that, then mission accomplished on that. But ultimately, if you're somebody who's still sticking around and you came to the salvation of Jesus through any of the videos and stuff that I've done, I personally would love to hear from you. So email me. I'd love to hear that. But if you're still around and you want to stay silent, hey, either way, again, welcome to the family of God. And that's ultimately why I do this. So yeah. So just a couple things. Obviously, most people know we rebranded the Watchtower podcast to the Prophecy Misfits podcast, and I think that was a very good decision for multiple reasons. Obviously, to ditch the Watchtower name, not being Jehovah's Witness, that's key. But yeah, the Prophecy Misfits podcast, I think, fits perfectly with what's going on. Obviously, still as a whole, we are Wretched Watchmen, but the podcast has been renamed. But yeah, that was a signal for changes. That was a signal for change coming to this channel. Multiple things of what's going on, leaving opportunities, leaving connections and leaving these things behind in some cases, and then going and seeking and finding what the Lord wants us to find with this change. And I think it was a great thing. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the Lord has in store coming forward as well. But yeah, so with that change, obviously, I made a promise to you guys. And so this is the first time I'm really going to update on this. I'm not going to give you too many details, but I made a promise to you guys, and then I will do what I believe that the Lord is leading me to do. And that includes building something new. So, it's one of those things where if we're not changing, if we're not moving forward in the direction that God wants, don't just change for whatever reason you want to change. Don't progress because you think that's what you want to do. That's usually where you fall into some traps. But as the Lord leads, we should be changing and moving. Obviously, talks about, we need to get out of our comfort zone and stuff like that. And I'll tell you what, that first half of 2024, I was in that comfort zone. I was sticking there. It's like, hey, I got everything rolling. I'm just going to roll with it. Just, I'm not going to worry about this, not going to worry about that, not really going to worry about changing anything or moving forward or anything like that. And then the Lord, as he's done several times in my life, gave me a boot to the behind and said, it's time to get out of your comfort zone and start moving somewhere else. So with that, I made a promise that I would be bringing in a new network of faces, that I would be bringing in different people as guests. I'd be bringing on some people that maybe you've never heard of, people that have no connection to the old, community that we know as it is, the old circle and whatnot, and really going out there and finding biblically strong, well-educated men of God who have the spines to say what needs to be said, not worrying about stepping on toes, and saying what needs to be said. And so I made that promise that I was going to be doing that, and I've been working really hard trying to find those people. My dad has been helping with that as well. We've been going full court press. We've been looking at anything and anybody, and just going around and trying to find the right people. Obviously, I'm not just going to go and pick just all these people. We're doing our due diligence. We're really vetting them. We're seeing what they believe, how they go about these things. Or do they kowtow to bigger things? Why are they doing this stuff? Is it for money, clout, conferences, and book sales and stuff like that? And are they compromising on things in order to not jeopardize? Or we've been going through this, and so it's coming. And again, I'm not going to give you many details, but I will tell you guys, reinforcements are on the way. Be looking for them early on in 2025. We got some people coming, so they are on the way. They're on the way. Another thing that I promised to you guys that I think the Lord has really been directing me to is outreach, reaching people with the gospel and with the warning. You guys know me. I say that all the time. I believe that our generation right now, we are told to do two things specifically: to go out there, preach the gospel, make disciples, the Great Commission, and warn people of what is coming, Ezekiel 33. And so this is something that has been really put on me, along with all the changes, along with the things that I have learned. Again, I'm not going to go into details, but things that I have learned. And so the first of that obviously is coming on March 15th, which is the If We're Still Here Prophecy Conference, or the If We're Still Here Bible Prophecy Shindig, as I prefer to say it. But ultimately, with what's going on, we got that coming on, which is a free virtual conference outreach event. That we want people to have home events, invite people over, barbecues. We want churches to put on, like an all-day event where all the people come over to the church. We want people to share this out to all the people out there that need the gospel, that need the warning, that need to know what's going on. And without, putting the cart ahead of the horse or anything like that, I do want to say that's not going to be a one-off event. That's not going to be the only thing going on. I've got other stuff planned later in the year as well, if we're still here, obviously. But yeah, it's not going to be a one-off event. There will be other things coming, and hopefully I can get these new faces involved with that as well. So be on the lookout for that. But that's also something else that I promised you guys that would be coming with that. But along with that, because I know a lot of people sometimes freak out with new and change and stuff, and I get it. But along with the new, there's going to be some of the stuff that's still the same. And I just want to let people know what's going on. I will continue to stand for the truth no matter what. No matter the repercussion, no matter what comes of it, I will continue to stand for the truth the best that I possibly can. And I got people behind the scenes that are going to, that have been and will make sure that I do just that because it needs to be done. The truth needs to be stood for. We have enough personal agenda out there, and I think we just need to stand for the truth. So that will continue to be here no matter what. The Lord will provide no matter what happens, but I will continue to stand for the truth here. And we will continue to explore the weird. We will continue to explore the crazy. We'll continue to explore the conspiracies, going down the rabbit holes and all that stuff. And we will continue to question the narratives, not only the secular narratives out there, but also the narratives going on in the church. These are things that I have done since I started this channel, and these are things that will continue to do so. I know a lot of people out there don't like the whole, the rabbit hole, the conspiracies, the weird and stuff like that. They just want to stick with whatever the news articles say and just go off of, age old tradition and stuff like that. I don't think that's how we should be going about these things. I think there's much more deception. I think there's a lot of things going on behind the curtains and going on below the surface that we really gotta make sure that we're looking into. And that includes not only what's going on out there, but also what's going on in history, what's going on with religions, and what's going on in the modern day church of today. And so that's not going to change. We will continue to do that. So continue to wear that tinfoil hat proudly around here. But yeah, last but not least, I don't want to make this too long. I think it's already long enough, probably too long. But along with that, the last thing I want to say is just thank you guys. Thank you for being here. If you just found me recently, welcome in. Glad to have you part of the Wretched Misfits. Always glad to be here, or always glad to have you here. And hopefully you stick around if you've been here since the beginning. I know there's a few of you that have been here since like 3 or 4 months into my channel, when I finally started getting people other than my parents watching me. And I know you know who you are. I'm not going to embarrass you, call you out or anything, but thank you for sticking all the way through this. Hopefully you stick around even longer. And for those who have been around through thick and thin, through the ups and downs, through the event and onward and whatnot, I appreciate you guys, and I thank you guys for being here. If you're somebody who has no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Nothing you need to worry about. Let's just continue to focus on what we need to do. But either way, thank you guys. I can't do this without you guys. I thank the Lord every day for you guys. I don't take this for granted. I am so grateful. So grateful. And so thank you guys for all of this. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the Lord has in store for us in 2025. Hope it's the rapture. I hope so. But if not, we got things to do. It's one of those things where I always say, live each day like the rapture is going to happen in 5 minutes, but prepare like we're going to be here for another year. And I always think that's the best route to go, so we can continue to maintain the appropriate outlook on what we need to be doing, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ, warning people of what's coming. And we're going to continue to do that here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in 2025. I'm so grateful for 2024, and it's going to be a good one. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around. And be on the lookout. January, we're going to be coming out firing. So it's going to be good stuff. All right, guys. I'm Zach, the WretchedWatchman. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Maranatha.